Go ahead, Mark.
I thought you were opening the episode, Ive.
You wanted to start, so go
Hi,
ahead.
I'm Marc Bass, and welcome to The Real Deal on the Virtual Channel Network. This is Ivy Isenberg.
I can speak for myself.
You can?
I'm Ivy Isenberg, and welcome to The Real Deal. Oh, did you already say that? Oops, my bad.
Did,
yeah. All right, so what are we doing today?
I don't know. Why are we here?
Oh, really? Okay, I'll take charge again. So anyway.
Yeah. Listen, from day one that you came on set, you started to take charge. Okay, today we're going to see...
I'm a Jewish woman. I'm bossy. What do you want from me? Alex Chester.
Bossy. Yeah, we're going to see a demo reel from Alex. This is Alex. And looking forward to see what she sent us. Let's have a look.
I'll see what's keeping them.
There should be a straight line from the main door.
Whoa, where are you going? What are you doing?
Wow. Your face is so beautiful. Is it square? I never know what they mean when they say square face. Obviously, it's not true mathematically, but I think your face is quadrant enough to be called square.
Sorry, she's one of my mathletes. Anastasia, you're going to have to go over there and sit with the rest of the team.
What's she on?
Talk screen hasn't come back yet.
No velocity. How many cubic inches in the ER?
Is, like a square?
Imagine if we could start again with a blank canvas.
Hey, what are you doing? Jerry.
That's my board.
Anastasia, no! You've erased all our patience.
Why did you do this?
Ergo? God.
Ergo Ritalin. Your blood test says you're on Ritalin. You took it for the math competition?
These numbers, discovered in different cultures and different centuries, all add to zero, proving the universe is perfect, proving the existence of God.
Jerry, just get the charts and put all the names back up.
Make her do it.
Alphabetical, geographical, or chronological?
Alphabetical's good.
Come on out, Jocelyn. Come on, sweetheart. Come on.
Never. Jocelyn, October's the time you spend with others. It's too bad that the Red Sox didn't make the postseason. Don't feel bad. October is the time to root against the Yankees. I live for this, you live for this, and the whole world lives for this. Watch the postseason on ESPN.
Hey, that's great.
It's my own variation of Buckminster Fuller's geodesic donut sign.
Anastasia, I told you to wait in your chair. Sorry.
No, it's no problem. This is
A geodesic
very
donut is one of the
cool.
most stable
They took Jose up to radiology to embolize the pelvic bleeders.
triangles,
We know.
squares, and rectangles.
So, why don't you start us off, Mr. Bass?
Okay. Alex, the first thing about your reel that I noticed, you don't have a name at the beginning. And I had no idea who it was that I was looking at.
Ooh, that's such your pet peeve.
And that's something that you can really do. It's not going to cost you any money, that you can really improve your reel. The ER scene was great. But, in today's world, I know it's hard to get really good copies of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's grainy. It's not the best quality. And what happened was it distracted me from your performance, which was really well done, by the way. It was a great episode. I actually remember that episode when it aired.
Yeah.
What
did you think of her breaking it up into little chunks?
That was something that bothered me. And I wasn't sure if that was because you recorded it yourself, like on your own VCR maybe, and that you were trying to take the commercials out and hide those.
No, honestly, it says that she has her demo reel by Dylan White. So I think it's maybe a perspective where that's her juiciest stuff, so she wanted to sprinkle it throughout.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Just
put it all up at the front.
Yeah, put it all up front. Your best work. The scenes were great. Again, a respected show.
Mm-hmm.
I would drop. There's commercials on there. I think there was a Ford commercial, and there was a Ford commercial and something for. Remember.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I mean, if we're going to talk about specifics, I think, sometimes the commercials help, sometimes they're a distraction.
Yeah,
because obviously you don't want to pigeonhole yourself as a commercial performer, and and you don't. If you are a commercial performer, you don't really need a demo reel for that.
And they had no place on this reel. But
okay.
I thought your performance in ER was great. The other thing that bothered me is we know that ER has been off the air for a few years.
Okay.
And
it was a good scene, though.
It was a great scene.
And if she still looks like that, I'm happy keeping it.
You're happy with that? Okay. Because I was going to say, if you have some new material to add on to it, it'd be great.
But if she had it, it'd be there.
Well, we would hope.
Right.
We would hope. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me look at her resume and see. Because I see a couple of films on here that she's been leads in.
But also,
so
with those indies, it's very hard to get foot. I'm
right.
like such the actress champion right now against Marc Bass.
No, I mean, you know
how hard. Like, I actually have an actress right now asking for footage for a film that we did a year ago, and it's like in color correction and sound and.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I understand. We always try to give the actor film, as soon as possible.
Right.
But there is some TV that's recent on here because I recognize these shows. So there might have been some snippets that could be added in.
Okay.
But either way, your reel was good. I appreciated seeing it. I enjoyed the ER scene. I actually watched it a couple of times. It was that good. Maybe not split it up would make it more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And drop the commercials off. And I think you're going to have a good reel. And put your name at the front so we know who we're talking to.
Hey, can I ask you a question, Mark?
You can ask 3.
Wow. Or just one. Question to you.
Mm-hmm.
It shows that she's got a lot of singing and a lot of musical theater on here.
I would,
So what do you suggest for someone who comes from a musical theater background where obviously a lot of times we don't tape those performances, or, if you do that, it's an ensemble and it's grainy and the lighting's bad and the sound quality's bad. But what would be fun for her to add on there?
To put something like that on your reel, you might maybe list some of the credits. Maybe like at the end have rolling credits like you would for a movie.
So like
a scroll.
Musical theater performances
right.
include
right.
and then maybe her vocal range?
Maybe, or, that would be on the resume. That should be on your resume. But if you wanted to include something to clue us that you've got the musical theater credits, something like get creative. There's no rules here. And I think that's the exciting part. And for some reason in the past, as an agent, I always felt there were rules. You can not do this and you can't do that. The truth of the matter is there are no rules. So be creative. I think that putting an end scroll with maybe your musical theater credits, because you're going to be recognizable, I think that would be good.
Could she tape herself singing something?
She could. If she has an MP3, she might want to send that as a separate reel. She might have a separate sound recording reel that she could send us. There's some different things that could be done.
And so what feeling are you left with overall in terms of Alex Chester and her abilities?
From her reel alone.
From her reel alone.
Okay, from her reel alone, I probably would not ask her to come in.
Okay.
Unless it was for doing the exact same thing she did on ER, that exact kind of
that
scene.
Quirky
because,
kind of
quirky kind of out of the box, character. There was nothing else on the reel that compelled me to be, it was, look, it's not bad, it's not good, it's just, The ER stuff was the wow factor, no question about it.
Gotcha. And can we just be real for a second? It's really hard for Asian performers.
It is the real deal.
They have very, very little opportunity. Because a lot of times when casting directors or producers or anything put out submit all ethnicities, they don't always really mean Asian.
No, I know that. And
that's super unfortunate, but I think that's sort of where we are right now. I know companies like NBC has a diversity program, and a lot of the studios are incorporating diversity programs and really trying to support different minorities and include them in a lot of their programming. But I still think that the Asian community suffers the most.
Okay.
Don't you?
Well, no? Over the years, having represented a number of actors of all ethnic backgrounds, it seemed like there would be different times where it was easier, and
like
different
now
times where it's not now. So
like
you're telling me
the
now's
era
not
of
a good
Indians,
time. Okay, all
right?
See, I don't know that. And
they just had that series,
right? If you're looking at
right.
If you're looking at TV, maybe.
Right.
I don't get hung up on that though. I mean, look, an actor's going to get hired when there's the right role and they're the right person for the job. So I think you come back to ability, you come back to, background, experience. Those are the things that are important to me.
Okay. So as not to be discouraged.
Yeah, don't be discouraged.
Everyone's equal in your eyes.
No, that's true.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just feel like some people have it a little bit tougher in this town, and maybe their reels just need to be that much more compelling.
If they have material, but remember, no reel is better than a bad reel.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Okay.
let's leave them with that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for submitting your reel on The Real Deal here on the Virtual Channel Network. And look forward to seeing more reels and either complimenting or tearing them apart.
We'll see you next time.
See you
Thanks
next
for
time.
watching.
Bye.
Bye.